Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
We have a great show for you.
We've got our beautiful Hawaiian scroll. It's an 8mm custom nameplate.
Some people wanted the smaller nameplate.
Yes.
But I have to point out too, just because we don't feature it on the show doesn't mean that we don't have the product anymore. Because a lot of people think only if we're featuring something that it's on special or we have it. We usually have everything in stock, but we've gotten so popular, a lot of things are selling out. But our custom Hawaiian Scroll 8mm custom nameplate, this won't sell out because we have enough of this.
So
and it's custom.
People are always amazed. So when we say custom, right? It's made locally. The piece is made locally. It's hand engraved by our local master engraver. He's been doing this for many, many years. So it's painstaking, right? He's carving in that scroll design. Now this is the beautiful Miley. Some people will ask, what is the Miley? This is the Miley leaf design, and you can see that it goes all the way around and even behind the name. And of course that's a black enamel. And then I love that it is wide enough where you can put a message on the back. And these are capital letters, but of course you can do upper lowercase on the back. And we just have so many people that come up with really creative messages and meaningful messages between, it's like,
some have like inside joke
or saying
or
nickname,
a term of endearment. Some we don't even get, but we don't even ask. We just make sure it's spelled properly. But a lot of people have nicknames that are a combination of names. So we try to discreetly ask how you spell it, but we're not nosy, so we don't ask, oh, what is that? Or,
what is why is it spelled that way?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's not spelled that. Yeah, exactly.
So the other thing is, this comes with this beautiful Chopin chain.
That's very nice.
It's so nice, and it has this little, you can see it's coming around here, it's got a little dangle heart shape, and you can see the chain is very, very nice right there.
It's adjustable too. So the chain is almost like a, they call it a wheat chain. It's similar to a wheat chain. So it's very, very strong, but you can adjust it higher or lower depending on what type of outfit you have. So if you want to showcase it a little more, you bring it up. And a lot of the younger people like to wear it almost like a choker.
Now
so
this is
beautiful.
The gold plated that you're looking at over sterling silver, but we do have it in sterling silver, which a lot of people love, that silver look, and it will still come with the chain. And of course you have your choice of doing the black enamel or the raised gold. And I want to read to you because Annie wrote, and she had ordered a custom engraved item, and she said, "Thank you, Showcase Hawaii. I received my granddaughter's beautiful gift. The engraving was just what I asked for. I know she will love it. I will see her for her graduation." So a lot of people ordering early. And here's an example of the silver.
It's very beautiful. So if they love silver, that we can make it in silver too. Customize the front with any name you want up to, what is it? 10 letters?
10 letters that can fit across, because at a certain point the letters will start getting quite small.
Yep.
Now this person had a long name, so there was an extra charge just to make a longer pendant, but they wanted to fit the entire name, which is beautiful, as you can see.
And then putting a special message on the back just adds that little bit of customization and makes it even more special. We wanted to feature custom items before graduation because it takes about 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, we say to allow 3 to 5 weeks. And of course, as things get busier, we get so many orders. And so we just want to make sure you have it in time. So the earlier you can order, the better. And we got a call in from Richard, and he said, "I'm going to order a custom bracelet for my granddaughter." And I said, "Oh, that's so nice." And I said, "Is it, a special occasion? What's coming up?" And he said, "No, it's just because I love her."
That's nice.
"Aw."
Yeah.
So,
see,
you know,
it doesn't
these-
have to be a special
It doesn't
occasion.
have to be an event. It can just be a just because.
And we have a lot of people calling in for just becauses, and it's year round. So the custom, we have so many custom items on our website. If you log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv, you can see all the different customizations that people have ordered. Those are actual orders of people's pendants.
Yes.
So you can see how different they are and how people made it their own, basically. The other thing I just noticed, this is a great price because everything, as you know, is going up. But we kept this
Right.
price purposely
Well-
low for graduation.
Yes, and we had a discussion about it because we definitely...
Was it with me?
Yeah.
Okay,
We knew it
I
was
forgot.
overdue to raise the price.
Right.
And as you can see, I mean, everything has gone up, right?
Silver, gold, supplies.
Oh, I was talking about
well,
like hamburgers and
Yeah, that's
food.
true.
I mean, everything. It just is always shocking when I get the, receipt or bill. So we've tried really hard to keep certain select items at an affordable price or at the same price we've been offering for years because we know that
You get
it's-
used to it too.
well, and it's very meaningful to you, and we have repeat customers who buy over and over and over, and so we just try to do that, and we will try to do that as long as possible.
And we love the fact that you choose Showcase Hawaii to get your custom items. People are so shocked and amazed when they get it in the mail. And we tell you, we've had a master engraver do all our items. They've been engraving for over 30 years. We speak to them one-on-one on exactly how we want it. And if you have any questions or you have difficulty ordering it on your own or on the website, we are happy to help. In fact, we have a lot of people calling in and saying, I need some advice. I have this person, they're
Right.
this age,
Yes.
or I have a daughter.
What do you think
or
they'd like?
Can you tell me what they'd like? Or we have people that call in and want to know their Hawaiian name.
Right.
So we have a database where we could go into and find their Hawaiian name. We have a lot of people that are requesting the double name, not double names,
Two
but
people.
two names, or we have people that
Initials.
want the Okina in there. We have all these special requests. We just did a nameplate, and they wanted red lettering.
That was really nice.
And it was beautiful. So we do have different colors of enamel. You don't have to get the black necessarily. You could get different colors of enamel. Blue, green, red. I wouldn't get yellow on a gold because it
No.
would totally disappear.
But I think the black is the traditional
It
that
is
people really
traditional.
love.
Right.
And then, of course, the raised gold, if you want it to look more like it's just part of the engraving. I really love this necklace because it's that horizontal design. It comes with that beautiful Chopin chain, which is really a thicker, more, not really hefty, but
I think the
it's-
links are a little
yeah,
tighter, so it's
right.
a little stronger. The
Yeah.
other thing is, I want to point out that this is 1.75 inches wide, so it's quite long. It's almost 2 inches long. So that allows you to put a nice message. And on this particular one, you could actually do 2 lines. So
on the back,
on
you
the
were
back.
talking about
So yes,
engraved
you
message.
can
Yeah.
engrave the message with 2 lines.
Right.
I love this particular one. This, if you look at the screen,
scroll
'cause
on each
yeah.
side.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I think it has a really simple, beautiful look to it.
Well, that's sometimes the benefit when you call in. We can kind of walk you through, okay, if it's a longer name, the letters have to be a little smaller to fit
Right.
on the pendant. And then when you have a shorter name like this, you can have the space to put the flowers on either side. So our master engraver, he's really, got that design eye to figure out what's going to look good And so a lot of times, and over the years, you know, and you have a design eye, but over the years, you know, we've just come to know what will work, what looks good. And we just really try to make it work. This is a beautiful raised lettering pendant. In silver.
Mm-hmm.
And that just turned out so beautiful. And it really looks like it's framed around the name. And then here's again another one where it's a shorter name and it is cut out. So cut out, you see on the plumeria flowers, it's like they cut along, like you traced the shape of the plumeria petal leaves.
And I want to point out,
petals, yeah.
I want to point out, if you do get a cutout design, there is an extra charge because it's quite labor intensive when you're cutting out that design around each petal or around each scroll work, especially when you're getting something like this where you're getting a Miley leaf design. So it's quite labor intensive for the engraver to do that, but that's so beautiful. That
it is
long Hawaiian name,
I love
and then that Miley leaf around it feels very royal. This is the
scroll on each side,
right, and this is a heritage design with the scroll, and then it's raised lettering. We were talking about this earlier, that some people like the raised lettering because it's more subtle. You don't see it and it doesn't pop out as much, and it integrates within the design, whereas the black lettering, it really punches and pops out.
Yeah, so it's really a very personal decision. I always get asked, which one should I get? And I always say it's what you're drawn to. You know, what are you most attracted to that you feel either represents the person you're gifting it to or yourself.
And you know, when you're looking at it, you almost immediately
are drawn to a certain one.
Well, you could see, oh, that would look good on so-and-so.
Right.
Or that would look good on so-and-so.
Right.
So you immediately know which one will work for which individual. Now, if you've never ordered before, just so you know, we've been on for 16 years. We've been doing it for a while, and we're featuring a lot of the custom items this month. So make sure you order. It takes a few weeks to get it because it is all engraved by hand by a local master engraver. But you want to make sure you get your order in because we are getting a lot of orders for custom items, and anything you get, you're really going to love.
This is our beautiful double Miley design that you're looking at.
Now,
it's stunning.
This particular one was created for a customer that wanted to give a gift, but that wanted something special. So we talked to the engravers, we got the name, and then he was saying, you know, I could do the Miley, but I want to do, why don't we do it as a double Miley?
I think because this was a wider bracelet.
Exactly.
15 or 20 millimeter. Right?
Now, this is not the $249 price. This was a special one that we had made.
But we're just showing you some varieties of different designs.
So you could go from our 6 millimeter, which is at the $249 price, all the way up to 20 millimeter, which if you call or you log on, you can see there's a lot of add-ons. Because these are custom, it's hard to give you an exact price, but let's say for instance you got a 6 millimeter and you wanted a black or raised gold for the name, and you didn't want any engraving at all on the inside, then it's going to be $249. So if you want to add engraving on the inside, it's just $15 more.
So this is a good example of a simple design. You've got a straight edge. You see there's a flower, plumeria flower on either side of the name, and then you see that you've got that princess scroll design going around. And then this is a cutout design. You can see the edge is cut out instead of straight.
Yeah, a lot of people are confused on that.
Right.
So the cutout design actually follows the
it's as though you were cutting out the shape of the flower.
Exactly. And you can see it all the way around. It's carried all the way around throughout the design. This is the one that Lori's wearing.
And the one that you're looking at. So it's got that cutout. They cut out along the scroll design. They cut out that shape. A lot of people really love that. and we call it a cutout scallop look because it kind of reminds me of lace when you have lace cut out along the design.
Now,
That's the way I think of it.
Right. Now, I want to point out, these are hand engraved. All that engraving around that you see, the flowers, that scroll work, they're hand engraved. And as this is turning, you can see the light. You don't have to get ku'uipo, but ku'uipo means sweetheart in Hawaiian. And a lot of people like to get ku'uipo,
Right.
but a lot of people like their personal names.
Here's an example of the different widths. Many of you who have ordered bracelets in the past, you're familiar with this. And then we're showing you this close-up again of the different
styles.
Hawaiian scroll designs. So Princess is very popular. You've got that Miley, and then you've got Heritage. They're all very popular. It's just what you're looking for. This again is a straight edge. You've got the flowers on either side, and each one will be unique to the name that you're putting it on and how he's gonna cut it out.
Now, can I point out this
super
particular
long
one
name.
has a long name, and we can put that on the bracelet. That's at no extra charge. So depending on how long your name is, as long as it can fit on the bracelet, we can do that. This is an example of raised gold next to the black enamel.
Yes.
And somebody has kind of two names, a
Right.
middle, first and a middle. But you can see, I wanted to, in this particular shot, we handle
that.
all our jewelry
White
with a
glove
white glove
treatment.
treat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love that.
And I want to show you that beautiful, intricate hand carving around the whole perimeter of the bracelet. It's really stunning when you look at it. But a lot of times we have these static shots.
Right.
But I wanted to show you all around the bracelet. It's carved. And that's what's really unique and what's really beautiful. Now, people ask all the time, can I put a honu? Or can I put something special?
Right.
But you can see what makes this special is the engraving on the inside of the bracelet.
Which is $15, 15 additional, just to put that special engraving, which I think has so much meaning, and people love that, and they really cherish that for forever, to be able to see that you have that engraving on the inside and to be able to read that from you.
Now, these are all created locally by a master engraver. We've been doing this for several years. A lot of people are concerned about the gold plating over the silver, but we haven't had any problem. Another thing is you never want to use silver cleaner on a gold plated bracelet,
Right.
because it's two different
Right.
it might have a chemical reaction. So all you have to do to keep these clean is to wipe it with a soft cloth, or maybe if it's very dirty, you can get a soft cloth and a soft brush and put it in warm water and maybe 1 or 2 drops of a mild liquid detergent, dish soap, and then you could clean it like that and then just wipe it clean.
But I think you'll find that you really don't.
Right.
It does not need a lot of care.
It
You
doesn't.
just want to, if you're not going to wear it, wipe it with a soft cloth. And then to protect it from the humidity of the islands, then you just want to put it in a plastic bag and seal it.
Yes.
That's all. It's very, very simple.
Well, a lot of the sunglasses come with these microfiber cloths.
Yes.
That works
That
too,
works.
which works really well. But we've had so many orders with so many unique and beautiful names, and some people put just, as I said,
Oh, this
some
is a long
amazing.
engraving,
She believed, and you could see on that particular engraving what somebody put in.
Right.
We have congratulations.
Right.
We have graduates receiving
Oh,
these.
this was interesting. So this customer wanted to put the first initials of the grandchildren. And so we did all capital letters, which they loved, and they actually gave it to their grandmother.
Yeah, and
which was
then
beautiful.
inside they engraved it.
And they put all the children's names
With the
because
little
there
heart.
there wouldn't have been enough room on the outside, but they are separated by hearts. That's really pretty. I love that.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to ask, because if we can do it, then we'll we'll have the engraver do it.
Right, and we want to make it special for you, and we can even put 2 names on it. So I thought that was really beautiful. And this is our raised gold
Now, I think
design.
this is a 20 millimeter, right?
Yes, that
It
was a very, very
substantial.
wide.
Yeah.
Right. And then this was 2 names. So you could do black enamel and put 2 names on the bracelet. And this is a cutout. Yeah, you can see the cutout design. Really pretty. It's so stunning. You know, that's why everybody seems to know what's going to have meaning and significance to them, whether it's an inside engraving or whether it's the name that they're putting on the outside.
Can I also point out?
Yes.
Yeah, let me point out, we have sterling silver too. So the base metal on this is 925 sterling silver. If you don't want it plated in gold, then keep it in the silver.
Right.
Silver is stunning too.
Right. And so many people love the look of silver or only wear silver. So it's great to have that option. And you can see that it just looks so good.
Now, the decisions that you have to make when you're ordering one of these, actually it's quite easy.
Yeah.
You have to decide if you want raised gold
Right.
or black enamel.
Which scroll design?
Which scroll, Princess, Miley, Heritage design. Then you have to decide if you want a straight edge or a cutout design, and you can see these are all cutout designs.
But we can walk you through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
yes.
it's a very simple process, and people actually find it very fun to be creating this custom design.
Now this particular person wanted
Yes.
honus.
And this is a straight edge with all honus. Now this one, someone wanted all plumerias, and we can do that for you.
And this one, somebody wanted all Miley leaf.
Right.
So depending on what you've seen out there, and maybe you have a friend that has one and you want to copy that, this particular person wanted Maui Sky on theirs. So they got that. They wanted a saying on theirs.
Right.
So they put this beautiful Hawaiian saying on theirs. So whatever's special for you or the person that you're giving it to, I would say turn that into the bracelet or create the bracelet. When you're looking, when I'm looking to design something, I start with the person,
Right.
and then I work backwards.
Right.
So if you know the person's name, let's say, that's half the design. You could put that on the front. Or if you know the person has a favorite saying,
Right.
or maybe there's a special date.
And it's interesting because some people will put the first name, some people will put their last name, some people want
A
the
nickname.
initials or a nickname, or as Wayne was saying, sometimes it's just a meaningful phrase. It may be just something that has meaning to you and the person, and I think that's really beautiful too. Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
This really resonates with a lot of people. It's the heart. You don't have to give it during
Right.
Valentine's Day. There's
Right.
special occasions all throughout the years, anniversaries, birthdays. It doesn't matter. But I think this one, we kept it affordable. It really has a lot of impact. That's what I really love about it.
Yeah, I mean, people love hearts. And again, like Wayne just said, it doesn't have to be a sweetheart. It can just be that you love the shape of a heart or that you're gifting it to someone that's dear to you. But what's interesting about this is I had asked my sister which pendant or what would she like that would, something she'd wear all the time. And she wanted this heart and she loved it. And that really meant a lot to me too, because a lot of times I know a lot of you are wanting to surprise someone, which is great. But sometimes it's good to just ask them what they want, don't you think?
That's the easiest thing. Then it takes all the guesswork out of it.
Right.
Now, our custom Hawaiian scroll initial hearts, they're 0.925 sterling silver. You can get it in the silver color or you can get it gold plated over this silver. It's approximately 3/8 of an inch wide by 5/8 of an inch with that bail there. It's a fantastic gift because it just really, like I said, it has a lot of impact. We're going to put it in a nice gift box for you, and it includes the 18-inch adjustable chain.
Right.
Now, there's a few options on this that you could have.
Yeah.
You could have the initial in the right side of the upper part of the heart, or the left side, or the middle.
This example, it's on the left side, and it's in the traditional black enamel. And then going up the side are Miley leaves.
Right. So we're going to give you, if you log in, you're going to have a drop down with all those different options. Or if you call in and you say, I want Miley leaf, or I want heritage, or kalakini, we can put that in there. So it's a really beautiful piece because it has that initial, which makes it customized. And you don't have to get somebody's first name. You don't have to get the last name. You could even get a nickname initial.
Can I point out, so this heart is the K in raised gold, and up on the side, that is the kalakini design. So it would be raised gold letters with the kalakini design.
So the reason why people like raised gold is due to the fact that it's not so noticeable. They like it to blend. Some people don't want their name on bracelets or on special items, or they want their Hawaiian name, but sometimes they don't want people to actually know who they are.
So I love each one for the special aspects that it brings. So it's always hard to decide. But what I love about the raised gold is it really becomes part of the design. You just see engraving, and you see shapes, and it just looks beautiful. And then you have to kind of look closer, and then you'll see the letter, right? So
it's
at a
very
glance,
subtle, yes.
Yeah, at a glance, it just looks like it's part of this engraved design. And so, like you're saying, some people don't want the letter to necessarily stand out, but they love that it's personalized and has that initial. And then other people they do want to be bold and have that black enamel and have it be seen. So it's really a personal preference.
Now we are including the 18-inch adjustable chain. So it doesn't matter if you get the silver or the gold, you're going to get a matching chain, and it adjusts. So this is a perfect heart for any age, because if you have somebody that's very small, this will adjust with the chain to be all the way up to a choker if you want it. Now, if you want to put a special date or a smaller message on the back, we can fit that, but it has to be very short. Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.